Hello, hello. It's time for Fishing Friends. It's time for Fishing Friends, everybody. This is Fishing Friends with Danny and Gina. I am Danny.
And I'm Gina.
And this here's Lazuli, my little parakeet.
This here is my chicken nugget.
Yep.
Will I look away? This is my chicken nugget. They finally turned Marco into chicken nuggets.
I had chicken nuggets for dinner too. It's nice and easy to do quickly after work, since I had to work today because of having Labor Day on Monday. But they're testing some stuff in some different depots around the nation, and they might, go live with it here soon. But they're testing out not having to make up for the weekends. So instead of doing our typical 5-day week, whenever there's a holiday or whatever, they'll just try and cram the 5 days worth of customers into a 4-day week instead. And we'll still get paid for the holiday. I get paid holidays, so that's nice. But getting the paid holiday and then also working the Saturday, getting a 6-day paycheck is kind of nice. But yeah, it will be also nicer not having to work on any Saturdays ever.
Yeah.
But let's see here. We got the Zen Ginger in a half hour early, just anticipating it, and then Lady Rorschach rolls in. I'm glad you enjoy the live stream, Lady Rorschach. I never really thought that I would be the highlight of anybody's weekend, but thank you very much. We got Petzotics in here. How you doing, Diego? We got the Nano Aquarium guy. How's it going? Bunny Viper. Great to see you, Ivy. Richard Reynolds is here. How you doing? And Chris's Aqua Zone is here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. This guy's just talking to me as I just keep talking. I don't know if it's picking up on the microphone or not. What's up, Vanosky Fish Kodo? I know how to say that. I don't know why I struggled saying that. It's great to see you. I haven't seen you in a little bit. But man, this has been a really interesting week. I definitely enjoyed my 3-day weekend. I don't know about all of you guys.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I technically didn't really have a short week. It was just everything was just shifted over. So now I'm going to end up having, just a 1-day weekend this week.
yeah. So Monday at my work, they actually, all my other coworkers and the boss had a tear down and redo. So I was at the store all by myself all day Monday. And, everybody's off. So there was more foot traffic than normal. I texted my boss about 3 o'clock. I was like, oh my God, look at sales. They were really good for the day. And then nothing after that. I was like, dang it, I shouldn't have told you anything. I jinxed it. Now there's nobody.
Wow. I can't believe you guys were actually open on Labor Day.
We're only closed Christmas Day and Thanksgiving Day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alishon rolled in here. How you doing, Alishon?
What's up?
Asked if you saw his reply to your Discord query.
No, I did not. Oh, wait, maybe? I don't know. If I didn't respond, then probably not.
Yay! What type of killies do you have, Bunny Viper? I have the orange Australian killifish. It's as soon as I saw a picture of one of those on like from somebody else's live stream and stuff, is like I knew I had to get one of those. And so when I saw them selling them for I think it was $10 a pair at the Triple Crown event, I was like, yep, got to get me a pair of those. And actually, I was gonna originally put my phone camera on that tank, but I decided to show my mama swordtail and the two babies that are in the tank. And you can actually see the babies moving around in there. Like there's one right there in the center of the screen right now.
Oh, Alishon, for your email. Yeah, and I already shot you that email. Let me know if you got it. So it's for his prize.
Foxy CPD's coming this weekend. Nice.
Yeah, it was Brennan won one of the $50 gift cards to Peplin and Foxy's Get Gill store, but then he gifted it to Alishon. So
nice. So I'm sad that I missed your giveaway stream on Thursday. How did that go?
it was so fun. It took 2 hours, and I mean, we weren't really chatting. We were just doing giveaway after giveaway after. It took like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it was so much fun. Some people gave their stuff for Fish Fam Christmas, so I'm gonna send all that to Stephen P to hold on to, because I have a feeling I'll either lose or forget about it. So yeah, send it to, because Stephen won a prize anyway. He won an aquascaping toolkit, so I gotta send something to him anyway. So he'll just get a little bit bigger of a box.
Speaking of the devil, here comes Fish Fam Christmas themselves.
Fish Fam Christmas. Yeah, I think it's
too early for Fishmas. We still got
Halloween.
Fishoween. Nah, that doesn't work. We still got Halloween though, and Thanksgiving and my birthday and stuff, like all that before Christmas.
You know, the important stuff. The important stuff.
How's it going, Nick? And Matt Liquid Zoo OnlyFins?
Matt, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I think there's algae wafers that are being donated to Fish Fam Christmas and an API freshwater master test kit. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I have it all. I have it all ready.
Whenever I've done a giveaway stream, those streams always end up lasting close to 3 hours for me, I think. Because I'll often I'll talk a little bit first or whatever, and I'll try and get people in there for about a half hour or so. And then I'll start doing the giveaways. And, once you get through 4 giveaways, it's 2 hours have passed. And then it's okay, well, now let's open up the panel and, just talk about stuff too.
Yeah, we knew that we were not going to open up the panel because we just had too many things to give away.
Yeah.
I think we waited 5-10 minutes, but then we just got right into it.
Nice.
Mark goes over there with Nathan, talking.
Here. He's driving to Banjos. Platus lemotei.
Gesundheit.
I totally.
Oh, are you going to the Reptile Expo?
See what she got? Okay. Oh, she got the 6 barred killies. I prefer them because they live 6 years. Oh, nice. See, yeah, that's why I liked about the orange Australian killifish too, is they live 5 years or so. So I'll have them for plenty of time.
Jimmy P. Oh, you're so sweet.
Chimapé. Well, we're having a very interesting day here in St. Louis. It was like sunny all day long. Got up to what, like 85 degrees. The humidity though was like so incredibly high that there was one point when I was outside, like doing work, like on a customer's, front porch, trying to like get their food order and stuff, and I'm just like feeling the moisture in the air. And it actually started raining while the sun was out. And so I started, singing the Creedence Clearwater, like, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yes, I have. But,
Yep.
yeah, and then, like, so now it's, like, thunderstorming outside, like, completely. Where Gina and I are like, which one of us are going to lose power tonight? Or is it going to be both of us or neither of us? Who knows?
Yeah. I was driving home and I could see the front of the storm where you just see the wall of rain. It was really cool, but I'm just like, gotta get home.
No, see, it wasn't sticky, Jimmy. Like, I mean, I was a little sweaty or whatever, so I kind of felt a little sticky. But no, it felt more like there was just mist in the air, like almost like you were like walking through one of those misters, but not like walking all the way through it. You were just kind of standing near it to where you were just getting a little bit of the general mist in the air. Like it was crazy.
We
like
also, yeah.
Humidity or something.
Oh, Alishon found my email in the junk folder. How rude. Putting my emails in the junk folder. Not Alishon, but like the email service.
Yeah. Jennifer Weaver is here. How you doing, Jennifer?
Hello. No, not yet. I'm still eating. Yeah. Oh, are you going to the reptile show tomorrow?
Oh, the St. Louis Reptile Expo is, or Show Me Snakes is around again. Where are they at tomorrow?
At the Machinist Hall.
Yes.
You right?
I love it when they're at the Machinist Hall. So I will be going to that. I'll probably do like a pop-up live stream from there or something like that. Who knows? Because let's see, I haven't been to one in a while. I think the last one I was at was almost a year ago now. Because I got my tarantula in October of last year, so it was, and I bought her at the Reptile Expo. So I'm not gonna be getting any more tarantulas this year or anything like that, but I would like to go and check it out because they have a lot of really cool stuff there. So many different like rare reptiles and snakes and
put it down.
Things that aren't reptiles. Like I've seen hedgehogs there. I had some pet rats that I bought from there that were, being sold as food. So I got them like super cheap.
Yeah, Nathan texted me. He goes, hey, so the Reptile Expo is this coming up Sunday. Do you want to go? I was like, hell yes. He goes, we're not, he put in all caps, we're not getting any reptiles, just to go look. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Sometimes they sell like different plants and stuff there too for like terrariums and things like that. You might find some cool scaping supplies. Yep. Or if you want to get like a Venus flytrap or something like that.
I have a lot of carnivorous plants. Yeah, pitcher plants, sundews I've seen.
Yep.
Some really cool pieces of wood.
Yep.
Crystals and stuff sometimes. Jewelry.
Oh, speaking of crystals, I know we were talking about the crystals in the fish tanks and stuff. Right here in the tank, in the rocks underneath the Anubias, you can't really see it because of the lighting, but directly underneath like the main rhizome of the Anubias is a nice big piece of amethyst.
Oh, nice.
So I've had that piece of amethyst in various fish tanks. It's been in the water for like 2-3 years now. So it hasn't like changed colors. It hasn't, like, as far as I know, it hasn't killed any fish or whatever, like any fish that have died from other reasons.
Nice. Yeah, sometimes, a lot of times at the reptile show, they'll have axolotls. Sometimes there's one vendor that has horseshoe crabs, which is kind of cool. Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
That's cool there, Diego. So I had my buddy Dustin. He used to breed tarantulas. He had a company called Simply Spiders, and he would, do these reptile expos all the time. And I talked to him a lot, last year and all that at it. But now he ended up moving out of state, and so he won't be this one. He sold his entire tarantula company and all that too. So he had, like, I think over 80 different species of tarantulas, probably like 400 like overall tarantulas, including all the little babies and stuff like that he'd have over time and be selling and stuff. So he had so many little, like, tanks. He had a whole tarantula room in his house, the same way like all of us have like fish rooms and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see all that. But that was when I saw it. That was before I was like into YouTube and stuff like that. So I never did like a tarantula room tour, unfortunately.
Would have been cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go see all the Pac-Man frogs. I love seeing all the Pac-Man frogs. They're so pretty.
The Pet Supplies Plus that I used to work at, they have a Pac-Man frog right now, and he's actually like semi out.
Oh.
Like, he can actually, like, he keeps himself in his little burrow, like he's visible like most of the time. So it's like, oh, cool, you can actually see the Pac-Man frog. Like, my entire experience with Pac-Man frogs, they'd always like bury themselves under the water dish or like hide underneath whatever sort of plant or whatever we put in there. Like, you'd never see them. It'd be like, oh yeah, there's a Pac-Man frog in there somewhere. So they were kind of hard for us to sell, unfortunately.
I tried to set her on a box and it freaked her out. She took off.
Yeah, you can those reptile expos. There's so many different cool vendors there.
Yep.
If I don't do a live stream, I'll probably just film a lot and make a video of it, like I do with a lot of the different events and things that I've done.
Last one I went to a few months ago, that's actually where I got all of my enamel pens that are on my backpack. If you were at the Clash or at the Triple Crown, you probably saw them. So I might get some more pens.
Yeah.
There's usually a couple artists. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. See, when I went last year, oh no, it was actually the Reptile Expo I went like 2 years ago. I took like a whole bunch of pictures and stuff because like I was still on Facebook and all that. So I took like 200 pictures of all these different things or whatever that were there because I was trying to like show everything. There's so much stuff, and there's somebody that was going around that had an iguana in one of those like clear backpacks.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. The Clash is a week from Friday. I'm sure you guys are all like super excited to go to the Clash. I kind of wish I could go, but also don't really want to go to East Coast.
I would have liked to have gone, but I had a lot going on with my sister's wedding coming up and all that stuff.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. I already told my coworkers about it, but I haven't talked to my boss about it, but I need off early the next 2 Saturdays. Oh, I need to talk to you about that. The next 2 Saturdays is like bridal shower and bachelorette party and all that stuff. So I have to find out exactly what time it is.
Okay. I mean, it's all right if you can't make it.
Right.
Maybe I'll do my giveaway or something. I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about what I want to do with my giveaway. Oh, it's in Pennsylvania? Okay, I'm not that scared of Pennsylvania. I thought
Right.
it was in, like, New York.
I want to kidnap you too, Danny and Gina. Oh, I'd let you kidnap me.
Man, yeah, new local Austin. I love D&D. I have some friends that I do online gaming with that are all coming into town next month for the Renaissance Fair.
Oh,
St. Louis has like a fantastic Renaissance Fair, so it's definitely worth like traveling if you like Renaissance fairs and stuff like that.
yeah.
And so we're gonna be going to that, and then we're gonna be having like a couple days of like D&D and stuff as well. Already have our characters and all that, so really excited about that because I haven't gotten to play D&D in a while.
Only Oscars. Elizabeth. Hello, hello.
Sky Dancer, and yes, Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue, and only Oscars. Again, no notification. Well, y'all need to smash that like button so people start getting that notification out, and all that jazz. But yeah, I've been thinking about my giveaway and stuff like that, and I'm coming with. Just been thinking about some different ideas of what I want to do and all that, and I got some different things that I'm probably gonna give away. And one of them, like I've been thinking about some different like merch ideas, some more shirts and stuff like that. So I might, actually finish the design on Teespring and stuff like that, and then give away a shirt or something like that. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, speaking of merch, definitely you can still go to glassboxhero.org. You can get all my cool merch. I got mugs, I got tank tops and pillows and everything else, and of course the stickers that you can do whatever you want with. But the only thing that I don't have on my merch is my guitar picks. So if you want a guitar pick, you gotta email me at glassboxhero@gmail.com and let me know what you want, or how many you want, or whatever.
Lady Rorschach was saying that she would love to go to a Renaissance festival. Ours isn't huge. I mean, it's pretty big, but it's not like
pretty big.
But it's not like a humongous one. I've heard of ones that are bigger, but it's still really good. And don't they go for like 3 or 4 weeks? Every weekend, 3 or 4 weeks, and every weekend has a different theme.
Well, I mean, our Renaissance Fair is big enough to where they pretty much maintain the grounds year round. Like they have all the buildings and stuff set up. Like it's not like they tear it down and completely reassemble it every year. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is true. All the stages and stuff are permanent.
Oh, that's pretty cool there, June.
Aw.
Well, hopefully I get some new subscribers soon. Jeffrey Watts. Yo. How you doing, Jay Watts?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We usually like to try to go twice in one weekend. We'll go like Saturday or something to just to enjoy it and have fun, and then we'll go back Sunday and haggle with all the people.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're gonna do too. I'm pretty sure we got like the entire weekend pass or whatever, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm definitely gonna have a lot of fun axe throwing and all that other stuff.
Yep. I also like to go because all my nerd friends from high school, I usually meet up with. Like, I see a few of them, and I'm just like, hey.
Yeah, that does make me feel pretty good there, Ivy. But also, like, so I'm still I still have like social anxiety and different things like that. So like I was when people ask me about it in person, I still get like embarrassed to like tell people about like my YouTube channel and stuff like that. So they're like, "Oh, what's this Glass Box Hero thing?" I'm like, "Oh, it's my YouTube channel." They're like, "You have a YouTube channel? Like, what's it about?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's mainly about fish." And like, fish? Like, yeah. I gotta teach people about keeping proper fish tanks, and I write some parody songs and stuff like that too. But like, yeah, when people work, I have it on my car, like one of my stickers on my car. So one of my coworkers asked about it and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I'll look it up or whatever." And I don't know if he ever did. I seriously doubt like that half the people I ever talk to about it ever even look it up. But I know some people do, because I've had people actually like say like, "Hey," and stuff like that. So turkey legs and falconry shows are exactly, the falconry is going to be the best part for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I still got to work out my my outfit though. I do not, surprisingly, I don't have any like Renaissance fair type outfits.
Oh, I do. I do.
I've just never like spent the money on something like that, because I just don't like to spend money.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a corset that I bought at the Ren Fair, like a handmade leather one, and then I just have like a cheap Halloween, like gypsy dress, and I wear the corset over it. It works.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta get like one of those like weird sort of like smock things, I guess, and I don't know.
And a hat with a big feather.
Oh yeah. I just need a hat. I already have the perfect feather for it.
Yeah.
Somebody just came in here. Who did I see?
ABC Aquatics.
Oh, ABC Aquatic Biotech Creations. How you doing, Kenny?
Yeah, we need to get Nathan a Renaissance outfit. He doesn't really have one. Now that you got those guns that you've been working on. Those, yeah.
Yeah. The whole the fish convention thing, like, yeah.
Yep.
And there's different types of fish conventions too. But the ones that I attend to, like, they seem to be based more around like conservation and stuff like that too. So that's a really easy way to just explain it to people. Like, hey, I'm going to this event. Like, it's about like earning money for conservation. There's classes about like learning about what the current environments of these different fish are from people that have gone there, and just listening to them talk. And then there's auctions and just hanging out with a bunch of people that like fish.
Yep. And he says he has a kilt that he wears to the Ren Fest. I could see that. Yep. One of our friends, Big Sean, he either has a pirate outfit or he wears his kilt and whole Scottish.
Scuba Steve, Champion Aquatics, how is it going?
Scuba
yeah, I have not bought a kilt either. A kilt is one of those things that I've always wanted to buy, and I just have never pulled the trigger on it either. When I used to work at Target, I've always been one of the people that I like to try and push the rules a little bit, you know. So with the old Target uniform, like it had to be khakis. Pretty much men had to wear pants, but women were allowed to wear pants, capris, or skirts as long as they were like below the knees and khaki. So it's like that's not fair. So
Did you look up?
almost
Did
I
you look up the
almost
khaki?
bought a khaki kilt
Yep.
just to, push the limits. I even talked to my store manager about it, and they're like, "What would I be allowed to wear a khaki kilt?" And they're like, "Yeah." Well, okay, so.
Yes.
But I never actually went and bought it because, I mean, honestly, kilts aren't that cheap, you know.
No. No.
And I don't want to get any like cheapo kilts either, you know, because those look funny. You got to get one that's like good, has the right like folds and stuff in it.
Yeah. The right breathing and everything. Yep.
I will not wear capris. No.
When I went to Germany in high school, it was actually pretty popular for men to wear capris. It was very strange.
Yep. Oh yeah, the short pants or like rolling up the bottoms too. Like I never understood that. I like my pants to be longer. But yeah, we did all wear dresses, and in fact, in some areas of the world, people still all wear dresses. In the desert, that's the best thing to do because you don't want your skin exposed to the sun because it's just like way too hot that way. But you need like really light clothing that allows a breeze. So yeah, I got to draw the line somewhere, right? Yeah. I'll wear a skirt, but I won't wear a capris.
There's a difference.
There's a
Better airflow. Yeah, I think Nathan once looked up like tactical kilts and everything. Yeah. The tactical.
Grandfather wore a kilt and played the spoons. Right on. He finally finished the 80-gallon vivarium. That's awesome, George.
Nice.
And welcome to the stream. I hope to, speaking of, George he does the ball pythons as well. That's why it's aqua balls, because it's aquariums and ball pythons. George, Gina and I are probably going to this Reptile Expo tomorrow, that has a lot of really cool stuff, and that's a nice tiara.
Thank you. I unveiled it during my stream, but I had to ask chat first. I was like, okay, the news just broke that the queen died. Like, would it be tacky if I wore my crown? And they're like, no, wear it. And I'm like, okay. I forgot I had it right here on the chair. So yes, now I have my crown.
Buy some dart frogs. Dart frogs are cool.
So funny story. I actually asked my coworker because she works tomorrow, so she's not able to go to the show. But I asked her, I was like, is there a reptile you were wanting to get? She goes, get me a dart frog. And I was like, okay, what color? And she goes, no, I was joking. I was like, well, you need to incorporate more sarcasm in your statement because I pick you up a dart frog if you wanted it. So
yeah, dart frogs are cool, but I'm not sure if I want to get any of those or not. But so there's nothing in the tank behind me. I have just been lazy, and also I can't really do it myself. I mean, I could if I completely took everything apart, but I want to keep like the filter and everything cycled in this tank. So I'm just waiting for the right time to have my brother come over and help me move this tank into my fish room and then move the 60-gallon breeder out here so that I can start building my saltwater aquarium out here in the living room to be right there behind me and right there for the live streams and stuff, so that when I do have the nice reef and the cuttlefish and everything, it'll look really cool behind me. But then what's also going to be great too is, having all freshwater and tropical stuff going on in my fish room, to where I don't have to worry about the blue lights messing with my freshwater tanks. And then I don't have to worry about the white and the red and all the other lights messing with my saltwater tank. So it should work out pretty well.
Guess what we have coming in, Danny?
You have cuttlefish coming in.
We have a cuttlefish coming in. We're so excited.
A cuttlefish, okay.
Yeah, we decided to just try one to see how it goes.
Yeah.
We are freaking excited.
What type of cuttlefish is it?
I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. It's not a flamboyant, I know that. I think it just said cuttlefish, so it could just be like an assorted type of thing.
Yeah.
It's coming from... Oh, which one was it? Was that the African vendor, or was it? It's a transshipment, so it's coming sometime this coming week. We don't know exactly yet.
It's coming from Australia, and it's just labeled as cuttlefish. Beware, because it could be the giant cuttlefish that gets the size of an NFL football.
No. We didn't get one from Australia. It's like Africa or somewhere in Asia. I forget what country, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's very exciting.
Excited.
Man, that's really cool.
That, and then we also have a blue box fish coming in, and I was super excited when we saw that on the order, because we were trying to find a photo for the sale ad because we had the Cubicus on sale, and we saw a picture of the blue, and I was like, what is that? And we clicked it, we're like, oh, a blue box fish. And then when we saw it pop up on the order form, I was like, wait, and my coworker and I at the same time were like, wait, is that? And we looked it up, the scientific name. We're like, yes, get it. And my boss, Damon, was like, I don't know. And I'm like, Damon, I will give you the money for that right now. Order it. I will go to the bank and get cash. Order it right now.
Nice. So are you going to get it?
Yeah, it's ordered. We just...
No, I mean, are you going to buy it?
No, if they're not reef safe. I just want it in the store. It's so freaking cute.
Yeah.
So the males are the ones that are the bright, pretty blue, and then but the females are still cool. It's still going to be a really pretty fish regardless, but I really hope they send us a male.
Well, see, yeah, that's the thing though, New Local Austin. Going big is relative, because I mean you can mean big literally, where you want to get the giant cuttlefish, but even though the giant cuttlefish is still a cuttlefish, it's natural go-to color that it's base color is just pretty much kind of a tan, sort of khaki sort of color.
Yeah.
Whereas the flamboyant cuttlefish, they only get maybe 3 inches. So they're not literally big, but they are called flamboyant because they are literally purples and oranges and just crazy bright colors. And they do camouflage themselves sometimes, but most of the time they're actually just brightly colored and just out there wide out in the open, versus being invisible like other cuttlefish do. So that's so I'm going big in my own way, I feel but more in the figurative sense versus the literal sense.
Going more daring.
Yeah. Because I mean, the flamboyant cuttlefish are apparently some of the most they're like the most difficult to take care of as well because they only go for live foods. They will not do anything else. So
Freaking Zen ordered Texas Roadhouse. Did you order me some? I want some
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Yep. You
Zen,
had
what
your chicken nuggets.
Zen, what did you order? What's your order from Texas Roadhouse?
Yeah, exactly. So I got. You might not know, but I gotta show you some pictures of these guys because they are just absolutely incredible. Share screen.
Whenever you're done, you should look up the blue boxfish. It's freaking.
Yeah. So look at this. Like that's a cool fish. That's like my favorite color combination right there. Dark red, black with a little hint of like white and yellow. Like, wow. So a fish that can actually become my favorite color, like, yes. But man, look at the little baby.
Little baby.
Little baby cuttlefish. But let's see, the blue boxfish. Oh,
there's
wow.
There's my boy. Oh.
I don't know why when you said boxfish, I thought cowfish, but as soon as I pulled up the picture, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what a boxfish is. And, of course, they're not reef safe.
So if you scroll back up, the very top right photo should be a split between a male and a female.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so the top one's the male, and then the bottom. So the female is still pretty and it's still cool.
Yeah.
But I hope they send a male. Oh, my God.
Wow.
So freaking excited. Look at that boy. I know, he's so funny looking. He's so freaking cute.
Well, wow, that one has a different color than... So that one's white versus the yellow. Wow.
Zen says she ordered the 6-ounce filet medium with loaded steak fries and mashed potatoes. So I usually end up eating the potatoes later when I get the munchies. I always get the loaded sweet potato. Oh, it's like one of my favorite things to get.
Loaded sweet potato, huh? So what do they load a sweet potato with?
It's isn't it cinnamon sugar and marshmallows and butter and butter. Yeah.
Butter. Yeah. See, so sweet potatoes. Do you like them sweet? Do you like them savory? Or are you cool with both?
I'm cool with both, but usually sweet. Usually I like them candied or marshmallows in them.
Yeah. See, yeah, I'm down with some candied yams, and that whatever you described, that loaded sweet potato, that sounds good. But yeah, I'm not a fan of like the salty, savory sweet potatoes. I can deal with it, but I would never like order that or anything like that.
What's funny though is like butternut squash, I like that salted. But yeah, sweet potatoes I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You like that salted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like butternut squash at all. But we just Schwann's just came out with a new it's a butternut squash ravioli that has so the butternut squash, brown sugar, ricotta cheese, and like something else or whatever inside the ravioli, and it's like that just does not sound appetizing to me at all, but to some other people that's like the bread and butter right there.
Yeah, I prefer butternut squash. I like to have it cubed and then just like oven roast it with butter and then salt, like coarse salt on top. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, seasoned fries are the worst. Or I mean the best, but like they're the hardest to not eat. I love those Rally's fries.
Lion's Choice, or no, yeah, Lion's Choice has really good freaking
Oh
fries.
yeah, Lion's Choice. Arby's has really good curly fries. So
Curly
does
fries.
Jack in the Box. Oh my god. Yeah, seasoned fries are definitely the best.
Yes. Where did we go that they had the Parmesan seasoned fries? Who did we order those from? They were really good.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Probably. That might have been it. Those are really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Buffalo Wild Wings actually has some really good popcorn shrimp too, and it comes with this like Cajun ranch. It's like, oh
Bunny says, "Okay, y'all suck. I'm starving. BRB."
yeah. See, I ate chicken nuggets for dinner too, same as Gina.
Chicken nuggies. Huh? Yeah, that's what you get for watching a late night stream without eating. Go eat your
Right.
food.
Right.
What do you dip your chicken nuggets in?
I don't dip my chicken nuggets in anything.
What?
I make my own spicy ketchup, and I just put a dollop of ketchup on every single chicken nugget. So I just pick it up and pop it right in my mouth.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I guess I meant to ask what sauce do you eat with your chicken?
When I use, it's weird though. Like, so when I use ranch, I put ranch in a little dip cup and I like dip the chicken nuggets then. Same with like honey mustard or whatever. But with the ketchup is like a thicker consistency. And so I just put like a nice little dollop on every single one, and it just sits there, and I just pick them up like little like sweets or whatever.
Yep.
Have you made or had a curry ketchup? I have not. I did one time add some curry sauce to some taco sauce, thinking it might make it better, but it tasted absolutely horrible. Mexican and Indian food do not mix. The palates do not go together at all. But curry ketchup, that definitely sounds interesting. I might give that a try. But no, what I normally do, I make my own hot pepper extract. The one that I still have is ghost pepper, but I have Butala scorpion peppers that have been soaking in Everclear for a couple weeks now, and it's about ready to start reducing the Everclear. It's a really nice kind of dark red now. So I'll be doing that. And then I use my pepper extract and I just add a couple drops into a bottle of ketchup, and it turns it into hot and spicy ketchup.
Hi, Crown Tail. Thank you.
Crown Tail Half Moon, great to see you. But it's definitely better after it's like sat for a while and all the spices are like balanced in there and everything. Because when I first put a couple drops in there and I give it a good shake or whatever, the first little bit, it definitely has like a stronger sort of like pepper taste. Like you can pretty much taste the added extract, and it's like really, really hot because it hasn't like fully spread around yet. It's still kind of concentrated there close to the opening, no matter how much I try and shake it around, But after it's sat in the fridge for a couple days, it's some really darn good ketchup. Can you be certain? Some people just don't care.
She licked her butt. That's where she. No, I don't know. I don't care.
But Yeah, congrats again on 200 subs. You're
I felt really
taking over
bad.
the best.
Yeah, all the Europeans and Australians couldn't really be there because it was an afternoon stream for me. So I think my next giveaway I'm going to try to have in the evening.
Yeah. One of these days, I might just do a midnight giveaway.
There you go. They're really
Just do a
dedicated.
super late giveaway. Just to hit like all the people that are overseas, and then just give other people a chance too. But then that some people are like, but I gotta work in the morning or whatever. And like, well, sorry, I've done plenty of live streams during the day. You all have had several chances.
Yep.
Election time in Sweden tomorrow. A great day to put on the TV and doing some water changes. Sweden has like a president, right? Or do they have like a prime minister?
I don't know.
I don't really know, yeah. I don't really know how politics works in Sweden.
Yeah.
I know people like to use Sweden and a lot of those countries as prime examples of socialism, even though like a lot of them are actually more capitalistic than the United States is. They have some socialistic things, but
Mickey M's
prime minister.
Yeah, Mickey M says prime minister.
Oh, okay. Prime minister. Loaches that you keep in a what loaches can you keep in a nano tank? Coolie loaches for sure. They, they can get up to like 4 inches long max, I believe, but they're noodles. So even though they're like maybe this long, they're not even as thick as like a number 2 pencil, and they really don't have much of a bio load per se. They do a really good job of cleaning up your substrate as they like go through that, and they'll eat any like crustaceans and little other creatures that live in your substrate. And then they'll gladly pick off of any sort of pellet food that you drop in there as well. So coolie loaches for sure. You could probably put like one yo-yo loach in there because they don't get necessarily too big, but really loaches prefer to be in groups. That's when they're happiest. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing that, but you could put, several coolie loaches in there. Depending on, what you're talking about, nano, if you're talking like a 5-gallon tank, like, yeah, you could put like, 5 or 6 little coolie loaches in there. Want to try and breed coolies. So as far as I know, nobody is really breeding coolies in the hobby. They're the same thing as like red-tailed sharks and stuff like that, where they are induced with like hormones and stuff like that, and basically force bred, as far as I know. Very little is actually known about how they actually like breed in the wild. It's assumed they're like probably like kind of like Corydoras maybe, where they like lay eggs in the substrate or something like that, or on surfaces. But yeah, they don't really know. I mean, coolies will do better in a bigger tank, of course. Everything's going to do better in a bigger tank, Zen. But I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with putting some of them in a small tank if you really want to get some sort of loaches. Those are the smallest type of loaches that I know of. There might be some other ones that are rarer, harder to find, but I'd rather, if you're going nano, I'd rather just have you put like some pygmy cories or Habrosis cories, stuff like that. Can the Zfo? Yes. Any type of swordtail that you get can cross with the domestic strains. That's why you want to be careful. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to hunt you down and put you in jail if you bred some fancy wild caught swordtails with some random velvet wags that you bought from Petco. But that's not necessarily something I want to do. I'm wanting to build up a colony of these swordtails that I have right in here. Hopefully at least one of those babies is a male, or she has some more babies too, and I end up with a male so that I can get, more. Yeah, I want to keep them separate and true. I don't want to get hybrid swordtails because I mean, it's harder to also sell like hybrid swordtails and stuff like that too, because then you got to go completely based off of like visualization, and I don't know if you came up with the coolest color combination or something like that, like I'm sure you could sell them, but if you were to just mix these guys with some domestic ones, you'd just get some real like plain looking swordtails that are like hybrid unknown origin swordtails, and so like yeah, you'd have a hard time getting rid of them if you wanted to sell them or anything like that. Compared, they can just go to any old Petco or any place like that and get domestic hybrid swordtails. So Stephen P 2003
And Garcia.
Yeah, mud swordtails. That's what I mean. Not hybrid. Like, yeah, mud swordtails. Though I'm sure there are some hybrid swordtails out there too, because the swordtail can breed with both the platy and the variatus. And I know the variatus and the platies and swordtails all come from like different sorts of areas, but I kind of wonder if like origin wise, like if the variatus is kind of like genetically in between the swordtail and the platy, because that's kind of what they look like. So many fake Montezuma swords out there, especially at auctions. Yeah, exactly. Whereas I have video documentation that I got these swordtails from Rusty Wessel's fish room, and Rusty Wessel has documentation on where he like wild caught them and like put them in his tanks and all that stuff. So like these are authentic or whatever. Not like I'm trying to, make money off of them or anything, but yeah. My understanding is they are it depends, I think. So I believe the platy swordtail is sterile, but I think the platy variatus and the Variatus swordtail, I think those can actually like reproduce and continue on. Yeah. Rusties are legit, of course, exactly. So yeah, I think so. I don't have any experience with it myself, but I think that's what I remembered, like reading and stuff.
My black belt has some zoomies. She's zooming around the tank.
Nice. Yeah, border collies are very smart dogs. I had to deal with a border collie today with my job. I was delivering some ice cream to this lady, and the dog ended up, going out the door, and just wanted to get a treat from me, and knew I had treats, but it was misbehaving, so I wasn't gonna give it a treat. I don't. What's the word? I don't reward bad behavior or anything like that. So I carry dog treats with me, and I love to give treats to the dogs, but I will not. If they're misbehaving and they're not listening to their owner or something like that, yeah, I'm not going to give the dog a treat because that's just reinforcing the bad behavior. Oh, having some technical difficulties. Oh, look at that. Man, that's a cool tank.
Thanks. She's digging now, but let's see if she zooms around again. Look at her spin! Oh, she's so freaking cute.
She's making a pit.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to lay some eggs.
She already did twice since I've had her.
Oh, well, there you go. Garcia Aquatics is in the house.
Yeah, she just spit a big rock out. She's moving stuff.
Yeah. You guys are the guinea pigs. That is for sure. We all want 20 new tanks.
Right? Of course, she's not going to zoom around anymore.
I believe so. I believe a black belt is a type of vieja.
Yep, sure is.
Yep.
What that bitch is done with the tank, right?
Immaculata.
Yes, I think so. Yes. Sounds right.
The Immaculata that's the same name as the type of Parotocinclus I have. It's a Parotocinclus maculata. It's interesting that the names between like different species and genuses and stuff will have like the same name.
Yeah.
I wonder what maculata means.
Oh, the dog laid down right at the base of the
spots on the tail. Aha! Maculata with spots on the tail. That's interesting. That makes so much sense. So, because that's what it's a Parotocinclus with spots on the tail, and that's a vieja with spots on the tail.
Interesting, because her spots aren't like she does have spots on the tail, but they're just not super prominent. So I don't know.
I guess that's the big like difference between that one and other ones, though. Like,
right.
It gets the name the black belt because it has the big black belt, but when it comes down to it, the big difference between that one and any other Vieja is that one has spots on the tail, and I guess none of the others do. Or I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
Right. She got spots.
3G is here.
She's got freckles. She got spots on the face.
Freckles.
Freckles.
Yeah, I'm noticing little spots on my Gambusia and stuff. They got little spots on their fins and all that. They actually have a really cool little pattern when you look at them up close.
3G's here. Hello, hello.
Garcia's got to show off some stuff. We got 25 people in the house. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button and stuff. Send out the notification to other people.
Oh my gosh.
Dojo Loach, African cichlids, but it'll look...
I'm going to feed her really quick. She's giving me the stink eye. Oh, I got up. She sees me.
I hope you don't plan to keep the Dojo Loach with your African cichlids. That's not going to go well.
Is it for you?
Goliad Farms. Yeah, that's a good place. I think Brennan said he tried to breed her several times with multiple males and she killed every single one.
Killed every single one.
So he just stopped trying. I think after like three times, 4 times.
Yeah, I think it was like 3 times.
I know it was more than twice.
Yeah, I know. He told me if I try to breed her, then I need to find a male that's at least like 8 inches. He's about 10 inches.
Yeah, all dogs are definitely intelligent, and their intelligence does vary by breed function for sure.
Yep. I don't know. I've had some really dumb labs.
Yeah.
I've met some really dumb labs.
I've met some kind of dumb dogs too, but then I've also looked at their owners and then I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense.
That is also true. It does matter how much training and mental stimulation they get.
I see, yeah, that is maybe an idea, but I don't know if that would even work, like, because you're putting a male into a fresh tank that has, like, been decorated by her and then she laid eggs. So how does he know what to do with the eggs? Like, he'd probably just go in, start tearing everything apart and eat the eggs.
Right. Yeah. I think there's a whole like song and dance they have to do.
Yeah. It's the owners that make the dog there, Craig. You're right. Yep. Who's the owner of that fish can? That's my fish can. Those are my sword tails from Rusty Wessel's fish room. The male jumped tank when I was still in my hotel down in Kentucky, but either him or from the tank she was in prior, she actually was hit. So there's 2 babies in there. I thought I had seen 3 at one point, but maybe it was just a reflection or something, or one was moving around faster. I don't know, but I know there's 2 in there for sure. And you can kind of see them moving around. There's one in the right corner right now, and
Babies.
bottom right corner as well.
We like us some babies.
Yeah, there's always correlation with ownership. Like, so I think about it, and like after when I went to the Triple Crown, my sister watched my parakeets. She really enjoyed the time that she spent with my parakeets and how my guy was like whistling and stuff like that, to where a couple weeks later she went and she bought herself a pair of parakeets. So it's just like, I wonder how much work that she's actually willing to do with these parakeets. And even so, like, they're not going to necessarily pick up on the humans as much, being that there's a pair. They're just going to care more about each other. So I just kind of wonder, like, if she's going to actually get the same sort of experience or not. I just hope that she actually does enjoy keeping the parakeets, and they don't become like a problem for her is the main thing.
Yeah. Let them spawn on a rock close to the plastic net. Eggs get fertilized, but both can feel like they are doing their thing. Yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah. Thick plastic net between the male and female. Yeah. Georgia. Yeah. The 3 to 5 inch dojo loach. Nice. Yeah. The only thing I'm really worried about with the dojo loach with the cichlids is not so much the aggression or anything, because cichlids are mainly like con-specific aggressive. They're aggressive towards other cichlids. They really don't care so much about the other fish unless it's small enough to be qualified as food. Or they're like fighting over territory, But it's more about the temperature difference. I know dojo loaches really enjoy tanks closer to like 72 degrees and stuff like that, whereas angelfish and geophagus, they actually prefer tanks a little bit on the warmer side. So, and same with African cichlids too. African cichlids like 80 degrees, 82 even. So that was the main thing that I was thinking about. I know my brother has a cold water tank filled with dojo loaches and kulu loaches and panda, not panda gara, the standard red gara, gara rufra, and they're all really happy in the cooler tank. Green swords? Are you asking if that's what they are? Green swords? I think that's like the common name for them. But they're not really green though. They have like a little bit of like a greenish tinge to them, but they're not really green. See, like if you look at like this picture, you can see a little bit of like a greenish, bluish sort of reflection, but no, that's that's what they really sort of look like. Have the nice black stripe highlighting the outline of the sword. Get some yellow on the sword, the two red stripes going down. Nice. Yeah, that's a nice 125. Yeah, so I went to my brother's house yesterday because he became an actual like Schwann's customer. So I dropped off some food for him and went inside his house real quick and was looking at my old African cichlids that were in this tank and just seeing how they're doing. And they seem to be doing really good and happy in his 125 that he put them in. And the little Julie that's only like this big is swimming around with all the other like haps and peacocks that are like this big and stuff. So, and he's doing just fine. He was the one that I was mostly worried about. He was my favorite guy, and he's doing just fine. But even in that same tank, he's got the female convict cichlid that I gave him in there, and then he's got the male convict cichlid in his tank with his two Oscars, the 90-gallon tank that he has, and it's just like those are some pretty fish. Those convicts really grew up to be nice and big and beautiful fish. The female has just some amazing color, and then the male just has such really long black fins. It's just gorgeous. But he had to separate them because, they just kept breeding, and then they kept eating all the babies, and then they would breed again, and then they'd eat all the babies. Hillstream roaches definitely like cooler temperatures. Mainly, they need a lot of dissolved oxygen in the tank, high oxygen content, and so they like cooler temperatures, and they like faster current. They actually enjoy the tanks that they quote unquote get blown around in, because they come from streams, and they're designed to sit there and hang out on the rocks as the water's just shooting over them. Yeah, I don't have good luck with hillstream loaches because of the temperatures that I keep my tanks at as well. Plus, I like the sort of like black water sort of tannin look, like the water's yellow with the swordtails even. And they're doing fine. It's still good, plenty hard water. Yeah. That's good. They're doing just fine.
Riley, leave it.
Africans with clown loaches and a few plecos, and they do great. Yep. My brother in his 125 with all the
Leave it. Riley.
A couple haps, mainly peacocks, and then the one Julie de Chromis. He's got some. He's got two Synodontis eruptus in there that are like this big, and then he's got. Well, he had a bunch of clown loaches. I think he ended up losing all the clown loaches after some water issues, but he did have a bunch of clown loaches in there for a good period of time. And then there's also a Raphael catfish in there too. It's a tank full of a bunch of big fish. Oh man, that's crazy.
Man.
They know where the good food's at, and like you're gonna give us that meal.
Craig has a Thunderdome tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thunderdome.
That's what we call the two big tanks. Or they're on the fish wall. We call them the Thunderdome. Because anytime we get bigger tanks and stuff in, that's usually where we try to add two or more tanks together. So it becomes the Thunderdome.
Yeah. I did a little bit of work on my next parody song. I've been listening to it over and over again, just to, get every little bit that's like that I don't like and try and fix that. But then last weekend after the live stream, the next 2 days were not like good weather and stuff like that, and I was busy. I wasn't able to get a lot of the filming that I wanted to get done, and then I was able to get a little filming done throughout the week. But yeah, I got to spend more time in a couple fish stores and get more filming that way because I need more like fish store footage.
Is it all freshwater stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, lame.
I mean, there's not necessarily anything wrong with I can do saltwater stuff too, yeah.
You know where to find a good saltwater store.
But it's not even just so much about the like what fish they are. It's more of I just need footage of like generalized like fish store stuff, like catching fish and things like that is what I really need.
Gotcha.
I haven't been able to find the shots that I need because I have this whole like idea in my head already, and I gotta find the right shots. But yeah, I really want to get that out for people because everybody's been anticipating the next parody song, and I just got another comment from Rockin' Fish, like, great video. When's the next song coming out? I was like, soon, man, soon. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
I just want to, do it right.
Yes.
I'm not sure, but for the grand opening of the store that I did the video for is going to be my first time going live. I'm going to try best. If not, I just do a video of the grand opening. Well, I definitely suggest trying StreamYard. I think you need like 100 subs to actually go live just through YouTube itself, but I've never actually gone live from YouTube. I don't understand how the layout and stuff like that works, but StreamYard itself it's free to try. In order to like change the background and do like special cutscenes and stuff like that, you do have to like pay for it. But the free StreamYard is still really nice and good for getting yourself started, and it's really easy to use. It's pretty darn self-explanatory. You got a button on the bottom that says mute. You got another one that says stop cam. You got a settings button, which the settings are just very, very, very simple. It's not like you have all these crazy amounts of settings to go through and all that. And then the best part about StreamYard too is you run off of their servers and their like internet. So if for some reason like you lose power or your internet gets kicked for a short period of time or something like that, the stream doesn't like stop and disappear. The stream will just continue to go for at least like 15 minutes for you to like get yourself back together and get going back on the stream. But what's been very interesting is there's been a couple times that I've been late on my internet bill, and they technically like turned off my internet for like a couple days, but I was still able to live stream from my computer, even though like I couldn't like search for anything else or whatever. Like the StreamYard webpage would pull right up, and I could just jump right in and do all that. So that's an interesting note.
Skipper
Aquariums is here. And Al Wet Sox is here. Haven't seen Al in a while. keeping those socks wet, you know.
It's hard work.
Yeah.
Got to maintain that right level of moisture.
Right. Speaking of level of moisture, I'm really surprised my house is just not covered in mold with how much fish tanks and stuff I have around. I don't have like any sort of like dehumidifier or anything.
We do in the basement.
I don't even have a basement. If I had a basement, I'd have my life would be totally different. And I think about too, it's like, man, if I would have bought my grandfather's house, he had a really nice big finished basement that had like a bar built into it and all that stuff. Like, man, it would have made. I would have had a basement fish room instead of having like taking up my third bedroom as a fish room, and yeah, there'd be like the sink and everything down there too, where it'd be like really easy to do water changes and everything. And they're like the laundry room and everything. There was like a slop sink in the laundry room and all that too. To where like, man, like turning the basement into a fish room would have been so easy to do. But when my grandfather's house was for sale, though, I wasn't quite ready to buy a house at the time. I was still a year away from getting there.
I was telling my coworker about how everybody in the fish fam is giving me trouble for not having a fish basement, like not having fish tanks in my basement. But I was telling her I probably wouldn't unless I have my boss come to my house and install a utility sink in my basement. Like otherwise, it's just not realistic for me to even start putting fish tanks down there unless I have a sink.
Yeah, you gotta have a sink down in the basement before you put all your tanks down there. Because going up and down the steps with a bunch of buckets is not going to be fun. Or you're just going to have to buy a whole bunch of hose to bring a whole bunch of hose all the way down into the basement. But then you still got to like bring buckets out of the basement to, dump out. Unless you have like one of those split levels where you have access to outdoors through like a deck or something like that, then you can just put like a hose directly out the door.
I do have a floor drain in the basement.
Yeah.
But I don't have a sink. Yeah. And I would want it like the utility sink we have at work where it has a garden hose attachment too, so that I could spray like polyfill and filter socks out of. That'd be nice.
Yeah, with this tank here in my living room, this is the only tank that I've done water changes using my garden hose. Because I'll just pull it straight in from my back door and just put it right into the tank. And then I'll put a gravel vac in there, and I'll run the gravel vac out the front door to water all the plants, like in my front little like flower bed and stuff. So the water changes on the living room tank is so much easier than the water changes in my fish room, which is like funny. But I still need to get my RO system and everything involved with that. I'm trying to get everything together beforehand, like before I even like really start setting everything up. Because I know it's going to take a while to get everything cycled, but I don't want to start getting everything cycled and then still like not have a lot of the things that I need and just be sitting here. Well, I mean, I'm already sitting here with a tank that's like only like 2/3 filled with water right now, but I don't want to be sitting here with like just a tank just like filled with water with like nothing in it and not be able to like start doing things. So like I really want to make sure I have the RO system and I have like everything that I need, and then get that sump built as well, and all the different things. And there's so much work with this saltwater tank versus just like, freshwater tank, boom. But and I could do a saltwater tank like that, but I don't I don't want to do it like that. I want to do everything the easiest way maintenance wise.
Yep.
Like, I don't want to set up the tank easy. I want to set up the tank super complicated so that it's easy for me to deal with.
Yep. Need to maintain.
Yeah. Garcia sent me an email. I probably got a notification on my phone that's filming the fish tank in the other room, so I will check that later. Is Brennan doing a game night tonight?
No, he just did one, I think, last Saturday, so no.
Oh, it's not every Saturday? It's like every other Saturday?
Yeah, like every other, maybe once. It depends on how he feels. But no, he just did one last Saturday.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. Nathan's confirming yes.
Silver Creek Aquatics. Great to see you. And I'm mailing my first fish Monday or Tuesday. Wish me and them luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
The first time you do it, it's always like a little nerve-wracking. But then once you've sent them out your first time, you're just like, that was actually a lot easier than I made it out to be.
Is he going live? I don't think so. He's scheduled for Sunday, so he's probably not going to go tonight.
Yeah.
Who normally goes Saturday night? Is it just us? Isn't there somebody after us?
It used to be Aqua Balls would start, but then he switched to Sundays. And
Aqua Balls. Yeah.
There's a couple other people that just live stream on Saturday nights.
George
Vinny's Aquatics is probably going right now.
Doesn't George RB3 starting to go after us now on Saturdays?
I don't know about that or not. I've seen him popping in on various live streams announcing his live streams and stuff too.
Right.
But then I know Punchy Paint's live streams starting at like 10:30 or so Central Time. There's a couple other people that live stream on Saturday nights. But all the coolest people hang out here.
Yes.
But Terry's Tropical Tanks never hangs out in my live streams anymore because he's always hanging out with Vinny. Which, I used to hang out in the Vinny streams as well. But I don't know. It's kind of the same thing as like Facebook. It can be fun to discuss various things sometimes, but a lot of the times I don't just want to sit there and discuss politics and all the problems in the world and stuff. I'd like to take my Saturday nights actually to wind down and not talk about those problems, or talk about the things that happen throughout the week and whatever else. But oh man,
Zen, you're the coolest of the cool kids.
Zen she's like one of the best mods. Zen's awesome. Mandy is the best. Garcia wants me to check my email.
And Barney says we need to do another live. I know you're really busy, but I want to grab you up before everyone else does. Aw. Yes, I'll have to correlate with you. We'll figure it out.
I've never. Gina's Reef shared YouTube stuff with me. Oh, I've never done this from my computer before. Let me add this other account. Let's see.
YouTube. I'm a lame hermit in real life. Me too. Hermit life. Hermit life. I only leave my house because I get paid to work my job. Otherwise, I would not people.
Oh, here we go. Berto Garcia. Oh, hey. I'm going to share that. And that's why he wanted me to
check your email.
Yeah. Look at that.
Ooh.
So we got some festivums, some geophagus, some angelfish. I don't see the dojo loach in there. I think I see the little convict down in the bottom right. I see that nice reflection of Berto in the middle. Yeah. Is that Eco Complete substrate? Six foot, 150 gallon where the dojo loach is in. Yeah. Oh yes. I know I seem so cool, calm, and collected on live stream, but in person I'm just a big old mess.
Same.
But oh man, so Thursday morning I get into work and I grab my handheld device and I'm getting myself all clocked in and just having a conversation with all my coworkers and stuff. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I ended up like bumping my coffee cup and knocking it off the table. And it's not the first time I've done that sort of thing. I've knocked my coffee cup over several times. And the thing I always like to say whenever I knock my coffee cup over and it makes a big old noise and all that stuff, and everybody's like, oh my God, I like to be like, well, that's what lids are for, as I, go and pick it up because it always has a really nice strong lid. Sure enough, before I say it and I'm looking over getting ready to say it, the lid broke.
Oh no.
It was a 24-ounce coffee mug, and I probably still had like 20 ounces of coffee in there, and it was all over the floor. So I end up like mopping up all my coffee, and then like I checked the fridge, and they didn't have any Mountain Dews left in the fridge either. So I had some caffeine Thursday morning, but I definitely didn't have enough to where I ended up with like a little bit of a headache later on in the day. And then I was like kind of having a late day and still had to like stop at Target on the way home. And it's like, I just wanted to get home and stuff. And then I get to Target, and sure enough, they don't sell my coffee mug anymore.
Yeah.
They sell things like it. This is a smaller version. I now have a 20 ounce versus a 24 ounce. And honestly, like I can feel the difference. Like I keep reaching for it, and I'm used to it being like 3 inches taller. So I grab it like here versus like that. But they sold like 24 ounce ones at Target, but the it was a completely different like style than the 20 ounce and the 16 ounce and the other ones, to where like I really like this lid because it has like the lock on it that you can do with one finger, and then it's auto seals the spout and has a button on the back to open the spout. So it's really easy to just grab it in the car without looking and take a drink and then not have to worry about it spilling it all. But the ones that they had that were 24 ounce had like some super hard snap that you pretty much had to use 2 hands for to snap it open. And then once it's snapped open, like it's open.
Yeah.
So then to close it, you have to snap it back closed. And so it's like, I don't want to deal with all that extra stuff. It's about the convenience. So I ended up having to get a 20-ounce one instead. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to deal with drinking less coffee now.
Yeah. I today at work, so I kind of said it during my Fishy Biz interview, my hotspot interview, but he asked, he's like, what's one thing you say too much? And I said, I'm sorry. And it's true. I over apologize. So today my coworker was at the bagging station, just getting his stuff together for the day. And I come up behind him because I'm about to start water testing all the coral tanks just to make sure everything's right. And I went to reach for the thing and he kind of took a step towards me and I kind of took a step back. I'm like, oh, sorry. And he goes, why are you apologizing? And I'm like, well, because he's like, I didn't even know you were in my way until I turned. Like, you're fine. I was like, just let me over apologize, Frank. Just let me be.
Harrison Tropicals is here. Mark Sturlson is here. Great to see you guys. Yeah, I will apologize when I know I need to apologize, but I'm definitely one of those people that if anything, I under apologize. But I am perfectly happy with being that way because I feel like almost everybody over apologizes, especially here in the Midwest. Like, I know it's probably different in other areas of the world, but here in the Midwest, like, just for somebody to walk past you, they feel like they have to say they're sorry because they're inconveniencing you by walking past you. And it's like, we're at a grocery store, there's aisles and people walk past each other. Like, just walk. Like, you don't need to tell me you're sorry. Just live like a human and do your human thing, you know? Like, so that's just kind of how I feel about it. I feel like everybody in general over apologizes.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So now the thing now is if Frank and I kind of cross paths a little too close or whatever, if I get in his way or he gets in my way, now it's instead of saying sorry, I say move, move, Frank.
Oh no! See, we definitely say excuse me and pardon me and all that stuff, but here it's more like, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me get out of your way here. Like, it's like you're not in my way. Like,
yeah. Excuse me, sorry, pardon me, excuse me, sorry, pardon. I'm sorry.
Yep. Like, if I bump into somebody, I'll be like, I'm sorry, you know, or if I do something that actually like inconveniences somebody, then I'll apologize. But yeah, like, I don't feel like walking past somebody inconveniences them. So,
sorry.
You know, yeah, that's the great old thing up in Wisconsin. You know, I mean, we say "ope" down here too, but yeah, I love those. There's this one guy on YouTube. I've seen a lot of his different shorts. I believe he's originally from like TikTok or whatever, but the big thing he does is the Midwesterner skits and stuff like that. Like, you know, when somebody moves to Wisconsin, he's like, first day in Wisconsin. Oh, second week in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And like the third week, he's just like going on about a whole bunch of like stereotypical Wisconsin stuff or whatever. And yeah, I love that dude. He's funny.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm the pardon me guy. Excuse me, pardon me. Let me get past here. Oh, yep.
Squeeze by you. Well, let me just squeeze by you.
Squeeze right past you here.
I catch myself saying it, and every time I say it, I'm just like, God damn it.
Yeah, I've definitely said that multiple times. Oh, sorry. Let me just squeeze right past you here.
Yeah, and I'm just like, every time I say it, I'm just like, God damn it.
they have declared September 22nd a public holiday here in Australia for the Queen's funeral, but I will believe it is for another reason. Interesting.
That's my nephew's birthday.
Oh,
I need to buy him a birthday gift. Oh no!
Yep. And then the bless her heart, bless your heart. That's a southern thing.
Yeah.
It kicks in right about the Alabama area and continues on all the way down to Louisiana.
Yep. I think Mississippi they say it too.
Yeah.
Maybe in some Georgia.
Oh, me too, Mandy. When I have somebody else in the car with me, I will be like totally fine. I'll keep my cool most of the time. But oh man, when I'm by myself, I am such a road rager. Oh my God, I'm terrible. Like, speed up. Why aren't you using your blinker? Like,
yeah.
That's where most of my real parody songs come from. Like, I don't write them. I don't make music videos for this stuff. But oh man, I could write so many songs about sitting in traffic or whatever else. Oh my God, they would get repetitive, but whatever's on the radio, I will just like,
you'll road rage to that song.
I will road rage to that song. So I'm just like, you need to get the fuck out of my way because you are stupid and super, just like whatever, like just stupid stuff. But that's what I do most of the time.
Yep.
Hit the gas before I kick your ass.
Or if a baby isn't exactly cute, people in the South will say, "Oh, isn't he precious?" Oh no. And also, he is drawn out and sweetie. They're not being sweet themselves.
Sweetie.
Oh, sweetie. Oh.
Oh, here's another Berto Garcia tank. Let's see. That's the African cichlids. I see some peacocks. I see some. Is that a Uwaru in there? I see the Pleco. I see a Venustus. Yeah. A blue dolphin.
No, you gave it to me. You gave it to me. It's mine now. No, you gave it to me.
We need that song. It doesn't matter what song it is; those lyrics just come out. I can just. It's all about the timing or whatever, So just same as like freestyling or whatever. I can't sit there and like freestyle super fast or anything like that, but I can freestyle enough with a song to just go with it. Someone said, "Listen here, run before they finish. You're gonna learn today." Now listen here, boys.
Now, whenever you road rage, do you like reciprocate road rage, or is it more of just you yelling at people?
I just mainly just yell at people.
Yeah.
But I will if you're behind me and you got your brights on, I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna let you pass me. I'm gonna pull right up behind you. I'm gonna flip my brights on, and I'm gonna follow you hardcore right behind you as you continue to change lanes and try and avoid my brights. Because screw you, you idiot with your brights on. And I know I have a friend that says that her mom drives around with her brights on all the time, and it's just like, well, you need to teach your mom a lesson.
Yeah.
And then, that's pretty much just all I'll do. Like I care about my life enough to not sit there and try and cut people off like crazy and stuff like that. It's mainly just yelling at people because the world is filled with a bunch of idiots that nobody knows how to drive. I don't get it why everybody wants to go 10 miles an hour under the speed limit. And just people are ridiculous. I think back sometimes to when the pandemic was going on and there was like nobody on the roads. There was never any traffic. There wasn't even like any cops. Like half the people were going like 95 on the highway and nobody was doing anything about it. And sadly, it's like those were the days, man. Now all the idiots are back on the road again.
Yeah. Zen says it took until my 40s that I stopped following people and offensive driving. It was offensive driving, sorry. It was somehow my job to teach them how to drive. I'm surprised I didn't die. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's like the blinkers, the lack of blinkers is getting worse because the people that don't use their blinkers are teaching their kids to not use blinkers.
Yeah.
And then it seems like 1 in every 15 cars has their brights on nowadays.
Yeah.
And then there's just oh man, one time
nowadays they have auto brights in cars where people probably don't even realize that their brights are on.
Right. But then one time I was going down Highway 70 and it's right there where 70 meets 170.
Yeah.
There's like entrances and then the weird like splits off and stuff. I'm like coming from the airport heading out like towards the city. And on that weird entrance from the right, somebody enters the highway and is going like 40 miles an hour and just no blinker or nothing, just slides all the way over to the left, going 40 miles per hour, and I'm going 80. And they literally pull right in front of me. And I'm like slamming on my brakes to not slam into them. And they're just, I have no idea what's going on around them at all.
No.
And I like
in the world
pull up on the side of them or whatever. And I'm like looking over like, what the hell? And they're just like not paying any attention. So it's just like, oh my God. But it's like they have no idea that I almost killed them.
Yeah.
And myself or whatever, who knows, but it's just like, ugh.
Yeah, people will wait until they're in their desired lane and then speed up. It's so irritating. That desired lane is always the left lane.
It's funny you do that though, Mandy, with the middle names. My 8th grade teacher would always use the middle name Elizabeth for everybody because it's one of those names that no matter what name you put in front of it, it flows as a good middle name. So like, Evan Elizabeth or Gina Elizabeth, Ricardo Elizabeth, like just whatever. It's just one of those names that it just works.
Yeah.
At least you don't use Karen. Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I don't want to necessarily make fun of like my customers or anything, but I have a customer. Her name is Karen Kane. It's like you have the two worst names in the entire world. You have the female terrible name and then the male terrible name, Karen and Kane.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Nathan says Kyle is the worst.
Now I drive for a living. Kyle Elizabeth. Yeah, it works. Oh, there goes the light.
Oh, is yours flicker?
No, that's for in my fish cam. The light turned off because it's time for the end of the stream. It's funny though, there's that single white dot in the middle of the screen though. I think that might be just a reflection actually from the phone.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, wow, we got just 3 minutes left here.
Oh my gosh. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. Anybody have any last minute questions or anything like that? I once knew a boy named Sue. Yeah, my brother-in-law's, one of my brother-in-law's parents are named Terry and Kim. And it's not the way you think. Terry is the female and Kim is the male.
Nathan says he's known two men named Jules.
Jules, wow.
Yeah.
Two, wow.
Yeah.
Let alone one, but two.
He says his dad worked with one of them, and then he went to school with another, and they were like huge guys.
Typically, I've met men named Dominic and women named Dominique, but I have met one man named Dominique. And the name Ashley was originally a male's name.
Yep.
In fact, a lot of names were originally male names. I mean, what is male and female, whatever. Anyway, we live in America. And Edward Marie. I can't remember how to say his last name. Cheka? I think it's Cheka. Cheka, something like that.
Usually men named Jules are Julian, at least here in Texas.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Cheka. Yeah. And it's not Polish though. It's isn't his name is like Croatian or something, isn't it?
I think so. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Czechoslovakian. That's right. Yeah. Istanbul, not Constantinople, because it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. Been a long time gone, Constantinople. Garcia Aquatics out. Yep, we're all out, guys. It's 10 p.m. here in the Central Time Zone. Oreo, what kind of name is that for a cookie? I think it's Alien Tech. Yeah, I know, right? My last name is Czechoslovakian too. We got some weird ones. Yeah. Slovakian is a very interesting language for sure. But all right, guys. I hope everybody has a great night. Thanks for joining us here on your Saturday night. It's always a lot of fun hanging out with all y'all and just getting to blab about a bunch of crap. My last name, CO. CO. Nice. And here I thought I had a weird last name. But all right, guys. I don't know. I always draw out the goodbyes, but I don't know. Gina, you got anything you want to say?
Just my normal peace and chicken grease. Bye.
Chicken grease. Bye. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you next week, and I'll see you in as many live streams as I can check you out in, and be on the lookout from a parody song coming out soon, hopefully. So long, and thanks for the fish.